Hey guys, welcome to another episode, and today we have RTX2060 Super from PNY, exactly the same card we did a disassembly video recently. And well, what's wrong with the card? So the card was artifacting, that what I was told by the seller, and I confirmed it's true. So I quickly checked the resistances on the card and it was safe to test it, so I did, and I did run the memory test because it was artifacting, and in fact we found one faulty memory chip. So if I remove this cover here, by the way, I will put the screenshot of the maths test in the video, so you can see which bank is faulty. And according to maths, the faulty bank is C0, and not sure if you can see that, but we have the arrow here in this corner. So to count the memory chips, we go diagonal from the arrow. So we start from this corner and we go counterclockwise. So that's gonna be A1, A0, B1, B0, C1, C0. So that's our faulty chip, and we're gonna remove it and put a new one on. I wanted to do, get another memory chip and reball it for the video, but I mean, I have the chips from China already reballed. I think it's a waste of time. If I have to do it, use a donor memory chip, I will reball it in some future video. You've seen a CPU reballing recently, so reballing a memory chip is really not a big deal. So maybe some other time we'll do it. Let's keep this video quick and simple. So I'll just preheat the board, remove that chip, and we'll solder another one and test the card if it works. Alright, so I have the card on the preheater. The temperature is set to 300 degrees Celsius, and right now if we check, the memory chip and the area around it is around 130, so we need around 100 degrees more to melt the lead-free solder that is from the factory and remove the chip, so that should be fine. I will use the hot air with 380 degrees and 75% airflow. So let's try and do that, but first let's put some flux on the chip to remove it smoothly and nicely. That will lower the melting temperature as well. So let's do it like so. Let's add some more. The more the better, to be honest. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so I have the card in the test bench and you can see the USB stick with Matt's test. Let's test the memory now, and let me switch on the computer, show you the screen, and we should have the maths running once it starts. Okay, let's see if it works. Do we get a picture? Yes, we get the picture, and so far no artifacts. Let's see if no artifacts here as well. The test is running. So far it's looking good. I think I had artifacts before even in here, so it's looking good. Let's see. Okay. I don't see anything abnormal so far. And we have a pass. So looks like the memory is fine. And so the card is running time spy test. So I noticed that 3D Mark is basically the most, I don't know, detects most errors on GPUs. So I had GPUs that actually run 4Mark fine and even Heaven, but couldn't run 3D Mark. So that's why I'm running this one. This is just a quick run. I need to change the thermal paste and assemble the card correctly, but just to test if everything works. And as you could see, the memory test was fine. In Windows I can see all the details in GPU-Z, and the card is detected properly without any error message in the device manager, so everything looks fine and works fine. I will just check the temperatures after changing the thermal paste and make sure everything is running fine. And we have a pass. Ignore the crappy CPU and crappy cooling, but everything went fine. The time spy run okay. We have some scores. It's probably not the highest score possible for this GPU, but that's not the point. It's working fine. Okay, so as you can see, the card is running 4Mark and has been running for like almost an hour. And well, everything's working fine. We have decent temperature, so GPU temperature is around 74 and it's super stable. It's set at this level, and also hotspot is 87 degrees, and it's staying like this. So the temperature's stabilized and everything is working perfectly fine. The temperatures are okay, so I call it a fix. And I mean, I'll test a few more hours, run Valley benchmark as well, but as you could see, we passed 3D Mark, so that's good. And now stress test under FirmMark, everything's working fine, no problems with temperatures, so we have a fix, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and see you in the next one. Thank you.